But Cecil Scott, we heard from Cedric Alexander last week, and a very dangerous new attitude. We had to censor him. We had to cut him off. Cedric Alexander said he made no bones about it. He said, quite frankly, nice guy stuff is not cutting it anymore.
No, it's not. And we've known Cedric Alexander to be one of the true nice guys in wrestling for a long time. And we see already it's not enough. He is legitimately one of the best in the world.
Well, George South would be real unhappy with him laying on the top rope like that.
Yes, he would.
But nevertheless, the big fault, the big flaw in Cedric Alexander for so long was that he was too nice, that he was too easygoing, too passive. He was not aggressive enough. In recent weeks, be it in Ring of Honor, be it in Premier Wrestling Experience, pretty much all over the world that Cedric Alexander wrestles, we have seen an increased aggression in this young man. You know, and Cecil, you were an in-ring competitor for a number of years, and you can attest to this. You can only feel passed over for so long. You can only feel like you're banging your head against the wall for so long before the tension that's been building and building and building finally breaks. And that may be what has happened with Cedric Alexander, who now makes no bones about the fact that he will win by any means necessary.
Yes, sir, and something eventually changes. You get pushed far enough, and either you change your attitude or it changes you. And that's what we're seeing right here. And I don't want to, no-sell Smith Garrett here, because he's a fine, amazing young athlete. And this is easily the biggest match of his career.
And he has really captured the hearts and minds of the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium, has Smith Garrett. Both these men have, you heard, pretty much a 50-50 split here in the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium. But as soon as Cedric Alexander started running his mouth to these people, his 50%, a great many of them slid over to the Smith Garrett side. This is absolutely a guy that the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium loves, a rising star, a real prospect. Somebody, honestly, CWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling could be in Smith Garrett's hands one day. He could be the top dog. And you're right, Cecil Scott, the biggest opportunity of his young career right here, a win against Cedric Alexander, can catapult him into the national and even international spotlight right here on CWF Worldwide.
Yes, sir, and we see right now he may have a slight power edge in this match, but Cedric will definitely have the agility. Nice sunset flip. Gets out at 2. Cedric is so quick, so explosive. Tracked down by Smith. Leapfrog of his own there. Here comes Cedric. Sunset flip of his own. Oh, Smith Garrett stops it and puts his junk in his face. Oh, and Cedric. We talked last week about the pride of the Kamakazi Kid. Cedric Alexander is just as prideful in getting a man's 2015 or not, having that stuck in your face is no fun.
Very, very true. Referee Kevin Pierce.
Kevin Pierce.
Pretty much having to, I was going to say he's pretty much having to restrain Cedric Alexander, but the restraints just came off. What does that mean? Whoa,
I don't know.
That's the line.
You got to be careful, because Smith Garrett is a Virginia boy. He will throw down with you.
He's a city boy, though. Lives in downtown. Goes to the night spots.
Hey.
May occasionally bring a young lady home with questionable morals. I wouldn't know anything about that. Did Alexander just go to the eyes?
Yes, he did. I never thought I'd see the day where Cedric would go to the eyes. But I do know Cedric would do that, hit a man as hard as he possibly can. That will never change, I don't think.
No, he has always been one to do that. Woo! Huge back body drop.
Yes, Smith trying to put something together here. Man, look at that height, that elevation.
Beautiful elevation from Garrett. And Cedric Alexander is going to take a break outside. He may or may not be safe out there, C-Bear.
Smith going to fly? Yeah, no, Cedric Alexander a little too smart. No, Smith Garrett with a baseball slide.
That was great thinking from the young lion. Oh boy, whoa, clears out. Woo! Up and over, crashing down with all his body weight on top of Cedric. Ask that guy from the Bariquas that wrestled Edge how bad that can turn out.
Wow.
Like that reference?
Yeah, 1997, brother.
Alexander on the ropes, literally. Smith Garrett gonna give him 10 upside the side of his head. And no matter how bad you are,
Maybe that's for earlier. That does not feel good.
Ref Kevin Pierce getting right in Alexander's face, and the attitude change in Cedric Alexander is night and day for a guy who the argument was that he was too nice. Alexander has gone all the way. If he was a race car, Alexander has gone all the way into the red in the attempt to try to springboard his career to the next level.
Yes, he has. And I say again, I'm going to wait till he kicks him here first.
Well, he may not. Hold on.
Yeah, he kicked him right in the back, but Cedric, I said before, he is a phenomenal wrestler. He is one of the top contenders everywhere he goes. And having been in the ring with him, I can attest, he hits harder than just about anybody. But then you add this jerk of an attitude. He's a very dangerous guy right now.
Been spending a lot of time lately with one Veda Scott, and she will give any man impure ideas in more ways than one.
I want to point out no relation, by the way. I want to clear that up because, you know.
Elbow. Got to break free. Hold on, hold on.
I like for there to be some relation.
Alexander makes the cover. I'm gonna point this out. Not a lot of body weight, not a lot of body-to-body contact. A very arrogant cover. Not only did he not hook the leg, but not a lot of body-to-body contact.
Right, which is very un-Alexander-like. It's almost like, I don't know, a little bit of hubris maybe, where he's getting a little too cocky. We've seen it so many times. We might be seeing a splash here. A double stomp maybe. Oh, neither.
Oh, he ate the knees.
See, none of the above.
Right into the knees, the waiting knees of Smith Garrett.
Way too much time, and I figured this would catch up to him eventually. Man, nice hard clothesline.
Can this standout from the CWF Mid-Atlantic Dojo rise to the occasion? Alexander is out on his feet. This young man may be on the verge of greatness.
Oh my God, what a DDT.
Caught him on it. Center of the ring. 2. Oh, he almost beat him. Man, he almost beat him.
We got a hair under 2 minutes left in this time limit. Man, the crowd's still split.
Crowd's appreciating this amazing matchup. Going for the suplex. Alexander, I don't know if he's gonna let him have it or not.
No, he's got a very, very strong core.
First, no.
God, just
flung him to the floor.
Yeah, Cedric is deceptively strong. I think Cedric just glanced up at that clock.
Cedric may be trying to play for a draw here. Alexander may feel like he can't beat this kid. He's got 1 more minute. This kid may last 10 minutes with him.
60 seconds.
Oh no!
Or not.
Oh God almighty. Alexander is playing for the draw. Alexander, he just said, keep the clock going. I don't think Alexander thinks he can beat this kid.
Maybe not. He's just pressuring him too much.
He's playing for the draw.
Or a count out at the very least.
He's playing for the draw.
20 seconds remaining.
Oh, shotgun drop kick in the corner.
Concussion
Might be a
kick
brain buster.
on delivery. No, he's blocking it. He's blocking it. Smith Garrett is still alive.
Whoa, referee.
Oh, he hit him low. Oh my gosh. Oh, lumbar check. Lumbar check. Cover. 1, 2. Oh. Alexander roped us all in. Cedric Alexander just played with the minds of everyone in this building.
9 minutes, 57
as he possibly could because he knew he had that ace up the sleeve. He was gonna go low. Cedric Alexander ran the clock out on Smith Garrett.
One of the best in the world!